Hello and welcome to part 4 of our Satisfactory experimental build tour. So we're going to be looking at power and other random little factories around the world. So I hope you enjoy and learn something just as we did. So let's not wait any longer. Take it away past me. Up we go. Whee! Into the shooting star. Down and out. Thunk. I probably should have double checked. Oh, I hit into someone. Oh no. It might take me a little bit to get over to the power.
It's alive!
All right, thank you for rezzing me. Okay, so we have now arrived at the power station of nuclear power. This is something I do not understand. Yes.
This looks so cool.
Also, I did not land properly. So there's our little portable lily pad. We have them located pretty much everywhere around these locations so that you can land on them nicely and get to the location. So upon hitting the lily pad, you would then walk over here and easily observe the power. So, give us a little explanation on what's going on here.
Oh man, so much of this I don't remember.
That's okay.
So, it's nuclear powered. Yeah, steps to the production of nuclear, which is quite painful to work out on your own. I highly recommend if you're looking at doing this, referring to online tutorials on what's the best balancing solutions and
nuclear use
to work out, because well, it's just you got to think of it in terms of modular units. I think the one of the tutorials I referred to is suggesting doing sets of 6. So I think the 2 levels are identical in how they're made up. But yeah, there's waste units that you got to convert.
So I don't really understand what's going on here, but that is okay. In your own builds, you'll find stuff like online tutorials, as Auntruthsbeard has said. That's kind of the best way to go about it to find out how to make these things modular. Again, functionality over prettiness at this section, because we barely go over to it. As long as it's working, you don't need to think about it. You can do all your other builds.
You can make it look like from the movie Robots,
Oh, you really could. Yes. Yes.
And then
you could have nice trucks roaming around sweeping up things.
Yes, the sweeper.
Yeah. Well, Auntruthsbeard did an amazing job with making sure this was fantastic. But
this looks so good.
We heading back?
I may have died.
Oh.
I might need rezzing.
I can res you, sir.
Yeah.
I suppose air link to the cube, and then we got to hit it incorporated.
Yep.
Whee! They're off.
I love just flying over the map. It's so fun.
The best part is I can actually see you guys flying now.
Yeah.
I remember, Orion, the first time I showed you this, and you were not a fan.
I was not a fan of this because I just thought
flying.
Yeah. It was, to me, it felt like cheating. I just kind of went, why, we should just go buy hypertubes everywhere. But anyway.
This is a lot faster.
This is a lot faster.
We are technically still going by hypertubes.
And well, that's the thing. The fact that we eventually did this, we did the shooting star, I think that's kind of what really changed my opinion of it, is I went, this is functional, it feels good. We also were utilizing the hypertubes. I love them so much, so yeah. In we go, off to the treetop.
Oh, look at the space station at night as well.
Yeah, up we go. Gotta love this climb. I think this was, we're definitely going to do a version of this in the next build, for sure.
I wonder if we could make the going up faster so it feels like,
well, that's
like,
what, that's what we try and do.
Yeah,
but like then we'd have to recalibrate the shooting out.
Shooting out, that's right.
So,
oh, look how cool it is coming towards it.
Here we've got the treetop sanctuary. You're going to have to jetpack a little. welcome to the Treetop Sanctuary. This is where we kind of learnt to work with nature. One of the things about this was hypertubes, obviously the hypertube cannons, and utilizing things like waterfalls to make it pretty. I really enjoyed doing this build just because it was fun to get things working with nature. That is literally it, and that is the only thing I'm really going to showcase here.
Yeah, this is your baby here.
Yeah, this is my baby. It looks like trees. It goes all the way up to the top. Like parts of the build, the top parts try to make it look like trees, and that is it. And there's a lot of spaghetti to make things work, but in short, little control panel thing up the top here to make it look kind of fun. But yeah, that's really it. Work with nature. The more you do it, the prettier it becomes. And as you can see by just this little section here, it is stunning.
This is so nice.
And I'm really happy I did this. But yeah, that's the Treetop Sanctuary.
Really, I love the amount of glass windows you used as well in the area. It's just so open and pretty and nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So getting up to the last part of the section here, we're going to our one of our first train stops. It was built in a time where we didn't really know what we were doing, but we wanted to create some of our first factories. I think I really enjoyed this part because it was our first factories. Trying to create roofs and putting something within the bounds of kind of, oh, I hit into you. That sucks.
Did you?
Be
I
right
can't
back.
even tell.
So we finally run over here. This was one of our first train stations that we wanted to make look like it was working. So as you can see, it's just trying to make things look more practical and feel like it's natural in the game. And pop a hypertube return shooter all the way back to the shooting star, which you can see our main base over there. So loads of fun. It's just that. It's a nice train station, nice foundations, nice locking it in to make it feel real. Over to our steel production.
Yeah.
Oh, look. Part of our train supply. Yeah. We have only one train system in this entire game. Why, you ask? Well, because we built it the entire way around the map. The idea of it was have multiple trains on it going to different sections, and they do. We've got an advanced parts train and a normal parts train. So this second one, I think, is the advanced parts train. They go past different sections. Everything is integrated with having your train stops and grab the supplies and take it back to the main base. That's the train station down below. But yeah, this is one of our first buildings that we did that was enclosed. And as you can see, there's just lighting in there, a little bit of space for moving around and trying to make it look and feel like a workable factory. That's just it. Being creative. So we attached to the side of a rock, and
because of the rock, it's giving me Batcave vibes. You know?
That we didn't really build a Batcave here, which I'm really disappointed about. But we built it in our first build, so
that's right.
we'll have to do on the next one. And like we even did some simpler things like popping a massive slab and making that slab produce concrete because that was funny. So like this is all this slab is just a concrete slab to produce concrete.
That's hilarious.
Over here was our first attempts at making more creative factories. So let's just take a quick look at them. All right, so as you can see, we've created conveyor belts of doom again towards these factories. This is a bit of spaghetti as well. Nothing's really set, but we just wanted to make things practical. But inside the builds, however, is a thing of beauty. All right, so walking in here, this is one of our first factories that we did.
Oh, I love this, that's right.
Creating some nice aesthetics, putting things behind glass, making hallways with lighting. This was mainly utilizing how to put something in a space and make it look cool.
That's right, we built these lights, yes.
Yeah. This is what I think inspired a little bit of the
yes, it
hypertube.
is.
Yeah.
This is exactly it.
So take things that you build and inspire for the next. so huge that I thought I was traveling really slow.
That's what I was thinking as well.
I was like, why am I traveling so fast?
And I was like,
kept
oh,
pressing
wait,
shift too. No, it's like, no, it's just that bloody big that you do. It's deceptively large. But yeah, our train goes straight through there. Looks practical. We loved it. And one of our final buildings here, this is where we discovered roofs. And so you can see the whole thing is based around roofs and trying to figure out how to do that. And it's all just jam-packed in there. Another I've just created a hole to get inside here. It's just a 3-tiered factory. Nice and neat. We started to apply some more beauty in how we stack things, but then hid it away in a box because...
Roofs. Because of roofs.
That's it, because we discovered roofs. So we're going off to get it incorporated.
Ooh, another one that I probably not going to remember.
Also,
there's another,
the most annoying thing is
right
I
on.
don't think any of us are going to make it. It seems like they've slightly adjusted some things.
I think actually it's been quite consistent with a lot of the landings. Oh, wait a second. No, it's going well. It's going really well. It's going, I'm not going to touch anything. Oh, I live.
So
It's showing.
there's a
me
little...
as-
So just right here, this is the... actually, it was perfect.
It was perfect. It was
It was
absolutely
perfect. That is where we wanted to go.
There's a lot of machines here. I forgot about this entirely.
I'm currently approaching this section, so this is what we call just the biggest build that he did in this entire section. It is just...
This was a little stupid.
If you don't have a high FPS counter, trust me, it's going to be worse when you get to this section. Hold on, guys. I've just got a gift for all the viewers here. Little Scout. Mwah. There she is. She said woof woof into the mic. Hey, baby.
He's
She
coming.
doesn't like
Oh, she doesn't like... pass her into me.
she wants commission if she's going to be
She wants a commission. There you go. Well, this is Scout, everyone. She's very interested in this part of the show. Aren't you, Scout? Nah, she just wants to be with her mama. Well, anyway, that was Scout. So let's get back to the build. This is
Aesthetically pleasing chaos.
that is exactly right. Aesthetically pleasing chaos. There is 4 levels here, and it is just immensely deep. I don't even know where to go. And let's just go to the top here. Look at this. This is just... This would have taken you hours. And was this before blueprints?
No, I definitely used blueprints on these.
Oh, I was gonna say this was... I did... No, I was gonna say you're nuts if you do that without blueprints. This is all to... I've just figured out what this is for. I can't wait for you to explain this. This is just dumb.
I think what's important, this is probably a learning from this, was it's important when you're designing or you're creating productions for endgame parts, to work out how long you should be taking to build the production line compared to how long it takes for those items to actually be produced, because there's no point in creating a production line of this complexity if it's going to result in that part being like produced in an hour, you know, because it's going to take you, if it takes you 10 hours to invest this much work for something that's going to do an hour, you know what, you're probably better off doing something in 2 hours and then letting your computer run overnight to produce about, you know, like it's, so this is just a little bit silly. And but yeah, I reckon a learning would be probably not as big a scale, but just be a little bit more patient in waiting for it to be made, I suppose.
I would say it looks like a Venator class starship from the Clone Wars and Star Wars. If you come down this side here, you can see the hole where the hangar base sort of would be. So I think this is one of the, if not the biggest single factory that we have here. It is nuts. Anything else to kind of really do here?
Admire.
Well, yes. Let's
count each individual machine. Let's get the action on number.
Well, this is absolutely fantastic what was done at Peter Incorporated over here. Well, I just want to say a quick thank you to Auntruthsbeard and Raven for their contributions to this specific build that we've made here.
A lot of learning that went through, but I'm really excited to like see what we're gonna do next. And making everything look really pretty.
Prettiness, that's it. Looking pretty.
I'm looking forward to leaning into maybe some more simplicity.
Simplicity,
as
yeah.
well. I don't
Yeah.
know too much else to tell you the truth. It's been fun.
Well, guys, it's been fun on this world. Can't wait to have more creations with you guys. Let's go get it. Hey! On to the next world! Yeah! Well, legends, thank you for sticking around for part 4 of our Satisfactory experimental build tour. Hope you've had some fun and maybe learned a thing or two just as we have. We can't wait to show you what we've come up with on the new save in 1.0, so there'll be more things to come on the channel. We also live stream on occasions, so check it out with the links below. Thanks again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.